Baby kept disappearing from the crib every night. Mom installed a camera, but what it recorded shocked her. Chris and Nina were proud parents living in Phoenix, Arizona. Their 15-month-old daughter, Chloe, had a safe crib with guardrails and a baby monitor nearby. Every night, they tucked her in, shut her door, and went to bed feeling calm. But one morning, Nina walked into the living room and froze. Chloe was out of her room, wide awake, playing with toys. Their two golden retrievers, Colby and Blue, sat nearby watching over her. Nina was shocked. How did Chloe get out? They checked the crib and the door. Everything looked normal. Chloe wasn't even tall enough to reach the doorknob. Still, they thought maybe they left the door open by mistake. But the night after night, the same thing kept happening. But Chloe wouldn't say how. She only giggled. Nina decided to put a hidden camera to solve the mystery, but when she checked the footage, she could not believe her eyes. Nina set up the camera carefully on top of Chloe's dresser. It faced the crib and the door. She made sure it was recording before bedtime. That night, like always, they tucked Chloe in, kissed her goodnight, and closed the door. They went to sleep, hoping this time they would catch what was really going on. At around 6 in the morning, Nina woke up to the sound of toys moving in the living room. She and Chris rushed out. There was Chloe again, wide awake, walking around, laughing. Her two golden retrievers, Colby and Blue, were right beside her. It was just like the mornings before. But this time, Nina had proof. She ran to the camera and opened the footage. What she saw made her gasp. At exactly 5:58 a.m., the bedroom door slowly opened. Then, two furry faces appeared on the screen. It was Colby and Blue. They had pushed the door open using their noses. The dogs ran straight to the crib. Chloe was still sleeping, but that didn't last long. Colby stood up on his back legs and licked her face. Blue barked softly, wagging his tail. Chloe sat up, smiling. She giggled and reached her arms out. The dogs jumped with excitement. Chloe stood in her crib and tried to climb out. But she wasn't strong enough. That's when something funny happened. Blue grabbed the side of the crib with his teeth and pulled gently. It was just enough to help Chloe climb over the rail. She dropped softly to the floor, and the dogs wagged their tails like they were proud. The three of them then marched straight out of the room. Nina covered her mouth in shock. She showed the video to Chris. They both laughed and cried at the same time. Now they finally knew the truth. Chloe hadn't been escaping on her own. She had a secret rescue team. Two best friends who couldn't wait to start the day with her. Colby and Blue weren't just pets. They were partners in crime. Chris and Nina felt a little more at ease now. Yes, Chloe was sneaky, but at least she was in good paws. From that day on, they made sure the door latch was a little tighter and gave the dogs extra belly rubs for being such loving friends.